Man, I wish I could get that bigger. If only I was home with my second screen. Oh, well, that's nifty. Much better. But where the hell did that come? Now I just need a cold beverage. Wow, let's go. I wonder. Hello? You ever record 5 videos in a row just to realize that you were using your camera mic and not your boom mic? I sure have. If you've been on Amazon at all in the past 3 months, you've probably seen a bunch of these portable monitors popping up all over the site. And if you're anything like me, you've been tempted to snag one for work on the go. I've always wanted to, but never could really find a use case for them, as they always seem like a hassle to not only carry my laptop, but a second screen, an extra power adapter, and an HDMI cable, and just made the whole setup messy. But now, thanks to USB 3.1 speeds and apparently a surplus of smaller panel suppliers, they seem to make a lot more sense than they used to. This one in particular is the Wimaxit 13.3 inch that was sent over from Untitled, and I have to say it might be the nicest one of these I've used to date. Also, no idea if I just butchered that name, I apologize. The panel is 13.3 inches, it's IPS, and offers multiple inputs, a built-in stand, and to my surprise, FreeSync. Out of the box, the monitor was surprisingly lightweight and sturdy. They claim a weight of a little over 1.5 pounds on their Amazon page, and I'd say that seems pretty accurate. The whole chassis has a brushed black aluminum look, which is fairly benign. I would have liked a plain matte black if I had the choice, but the finish seems to reject fingerprints pretty well and doesn't attract too much attention. The included cover and stand is a decent leatherette. Don't really know how long it's going to stand up. Usually leatherette either lasts 2 weeks or 7 years. There's no real in the middle. And it has a pretty strong magnet near the top that allows a good range of pitch and tilt when you're setting it up on a desk. Looking at the I/O, it looks like it has every port I could think of included on the side. On one side, you get an array of buttons and a micro B port that is listed as OTG, which allows you to plug in a keyboard and mouse if you desire, which I found pretty nifty. And on the other side, you get 2 mini HDMI ports, one Type-C port for single cable connection, and another for power delivery pass-through, allowing you to plug a charger into the monitor and then charge your laptop, Nintendo Switch, phone, tablet, whatever other device you have through the single cable connection. It also has a headphone out jack. It seems as much as the product page doesn't want to use the term, literally can't find it anywhere, Untitled really is going for a monitor as a docking station approach here. And while it's not really what I've been using this for, I can definitely see someone keeping all of their devices plugged in here at their desk and just hooking up a single Type-C cable to their laptop when they get back from class or the office. And honestly, that's extremely impressive given how much of a pain in the ass actual docking stations are currently. Anyone working from home right now will know that pain, I am sure. With 0 drivers, I was able to get a full 1080p 60Hz, 100 watts of power delivery pass-through, and device support with a micro B USB hub on my Asus G14 laptop. Review coming later, be sure to stick around for that one. It was so easy to get working that I didn't really know how to keep testing it, as the only hitch I ever had is that you have to make sure you are using a USB 3.1 Gen 2 cable, which luckily supplied in the box, and while a little short, seemed pretty decent quality, especially for the price of the whole package. And at around $150 US, or under depending on when you find it on Amazon, I have to say it seems like a great value all around. The screen itself gets very bright and has great black levels and really good color. It was a little bluish, and during my testing with my colorimeter, it trended green. So if you're trying to set this up to be color accurate, I'll have color settings posted down in the comments as I usually do on monitors. Otherwise, I think the brightness on this will let it be used outside in a lot of conditions, maybe not direct sunlight, but underneath an umbrella at a Panera or so. And for using it as a preview for video or any art you might be doing, I actually think it's pretty solid. To be fairly honest, I've been using a 15-inch 4K one of these panels from a different company for the past few months as a live preview for my recording setup. And while this one is decent, I think I may have to go about replacing it with another one of the 13 inches from Wimaxit. For gaming, well, it's hard to be all that immersive at 13 inches, but after testing a couple games out for shits and giggles, I have to say it is competent at the least, with minimal screen tearing, decent response time, and honestly it looked pretty good. They recommend using it as an on-the-go display for Nintendo Switch, which isn't actually all that bad of an idea. Sold my Switch recently, so I didn't really get to test it out, but I don't know how many people are actually rocking Smash Bros in the lunchroom currently and would need a 13-inch for everybody to play on, but I can see it being a decent upgrade. Currently, the monitor is being used as a Discord and Messenger display at my desk, replacing a Stream Deck that I honestly used maybe twice. It looks right at home with my other IPS displays after calibration, and all I can say is I wish it was a touchscreen. Mainly because whenever somebody else comes and sits at my desk, because there's a shiny display right in front of them, they immediately start poking all out with their grubby ass hands. Now, that isn't that much of an issue because Wimaxit does make a 14-inch touchscreen version of the same monitor, which I will inevitably have to try and get my hands on. So if you've been looking at these portable monitors and you've been wondering which one to snag, highly recommend this one. It did everything it said it would on the product page, and it did everything pretty darn well. It's really well built for $150, and honestly, I couldn't find anything wrong with it. Maybe I wish it got a little bit brighter, but with the color accuracy, I'd rather take that than having a washed out panel that can blind me. So that's the video. Thanks for watching, and as always, you can find the link to the product specified in the video at the top of the description. Be sure to like the video, subscribe, and hit that little bell, whereas only 100 some of you are actually getting notified when I post new content. That really is the best way to know whenever a new video launches. Should be happening more regularly now. Had some stuff got to get taken care of. We are good to go. Also, let me know below if you're actually going to pick this up, what you think of it, if you had any that you were looking at otherwise that you might want to contrast. Might try to pick these up and do a roundabout of the best one for the price, because there are a ton of them on Amazon. Thank you again for AndySign for sending me this review unit, and for that, I'm TK with TK Tech, and I'll check you in the next one.